Hello everyone!
I bite at the hand that feeds me, slap at the face that eats me. Some kind of animal, cannibal. Animal, cannibal.
New phone! I have an iPhone now, and so better videos. And I'm not gonna be like, ran out of service again! Today, I'm getting ready for work. And while I'm getting ready for work, I'm gonna tell you about my worst job story. Like, this is the worst place I've ever worked. I'm not gonna tell the place because, I'm scared of, them. Boink. Fuck. I also got both sides of my nose pierced 2 days ago by my friend Ari, if she's watching. I literally almost ripped this one fully out today by accident. The place I used to work was a pet store, which is important for the video. That's the only reason I'm really saying that. I only worked there for like 2 months. I got fired. And this was the first job. Well, this was like my first real job because I worked at a pool before this for 2 summers. And I was like, wow, I'm ready for the big world. And I felt like I wasn't because of this job. The manager, first of all, let's talk about her. Because she was actually batshit insane. Like, genuinely. And she looked it. I'm not just trying to dog on how she looked, but she is this big lady, right? She has blue eyes, right? Those blue eyes. And they're also bloodshot all the time. I don't know why.
She's like 40 something, 50 maybe, like somewhere around there. She's probably like 60 now, for real.
First red flag was that no one liked her. Everyone hated her. Everyone hated this job. That was the first red flag. If you go to somewhere and everyone hates the manager, hates their job, and is like we literally had a code word for the manager. Her name was like a bird name, so we're gonna call her we'll call her Jay. And me and my coworkers literally made up like a caw because she has a bird name. Number 2 red flag was that she literally made me do things that the other managers haven't done in actual years. Like, she had me mock the dog food, like not the actual bags of dog food, like cans, which I thought was weird. And the manager, which is her daughter, thought it was also weird. Where's my fucking concealer, dude? Alright, I'm back. It was right in front of my fucking face. Number 3, she would just like nitpick things. Like, she had me sweep the sidewalk, and it was like fall. So, and it was windy. So, of course, after I swept, leaves were gonna blow back on the sidewalk. And she came back and she was like, also, she was there for like 2 hours maybe. She would literally come, clock in, leave, and then come back at the end of her shift to clock out. I was like, I don't think you're supposed to do that. I don't think that's how that works. When she came back, she was like, you didn't sweep cigarette butts off the sidewalk. And I was like, what cigarette butts? She pulls away this like poster thing that's outside that's like that has like a deal on it. And there's 2 cigarette butts halfway under the building. She was like, you gotta sweep those off. I was like, how the fuck was I supposed to know to do that? No one told me to do that. And she was like, you were just supposed to know. I was like, okay. And as I was trying to sweep them off, they would just go more under the building. So I just pushed them more under the building because the fuck am I supposed to do? Go down there and pick them up myself? Fuck that. I ain't getting no hepatitis B because of that. Another thing she would nitpick is she was really like strict about phones, which I get. But to the point where she was like, oh, you can use your phones, but only to take pictures of the stickers to go find them in the back. And when I was doing that, she would still dog on me about it. She was like, what are you doing? And I'd be like, I'm taking pictures of the stickers. She's like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. I fucking know. This is how I do my concealer, by the way. I have a very red face, and I try and cancel that out as much as possible. Should I get a green concealer? Yeah. But am I going to? No. Last and final thing, which I think was the biggest red flag, should have quit on the spot, but it was like my first actual job, so I didn't know, was she told me to down stock. And if you don't know what that is, it's where you see if there's any room for something that's like up top to go down. And because they had like stuff that was supposed to be in the back, they put it up top so that if there was a room there, then you could just put it down instead of going to the back. She was checking my down stocking to see if I did everything right. And there was like 2 things that I actually did wrong. Like I didn't put them down, whatever. But then the third thing was a bag of dog food. And I was going to put it down, but I realized, oh, big brain moment. This is a 30-pound bag or something like that. And that one's a 15-pound, so I can't put it with that one because the 15-pound bags were full. It was either 30-pound or 15-pound. I don't know. I might be switching those up, but who cares? She was like, oh, you didn't put that down. I was like, oh, I can't because that's for the 15-pound. That's a 30-pound. She was like, she leaned in and she was like, do you like your job? I was like, ma'am, you are 40 years old. I am like 17. No, actually, I was 16. Threatening my job as a 16-year-old, being a 40-year-old woman because I corrected you? Like, really, how insecure are you, for real? I was like, yeah? Like, you're making me question it now. Maybe I don't. She's like, good. Let's keep it that way. Okay, maybe don't threaten me. Maybe then I would like my job a little bit more. I gotta lock in so I don't fuck up my nose rings. So one day, she has me like take a lot of dog food, like so many bags of dog food, take them up a big ass fucking ladder, which isn't a step stool. This is like a step ladder. This has so many fucking steps. And now that I'm at this new job, like, I'm now realizing how fucking dangerous that is. But I didn't know at the time. And she definitely used me because I didn't fucking know that was, like, a problem. But it was, like, maybe, like, 10 bags of dog food. Each, like, being, like, 30 pounds. Up a big-ass ladder. And stack them on top of each other. You know how fucking dangerous that is? And let me tell you, when I woke up the next day, my arm hurt so bad, I couldn't even pick up my phone. And I was scheduled for that day. So I was like, she's gonna have me do something else and I'm not gonna be able to fucking do it. So I was like, okay, I'll just call in. Because I told my mom about it and she was like, alright, just call in. And as I was like, waiting to like call in because like I get so anxious with phone calls, I was like, okay, what's she gonna do? Fire me? The foreshadowing is crazy. Because when I called her and I was like, hey, my arm hurts really bad. Like, I can't even pick up my phone. So if you want me to come in today, I don't think I'm going to be able to do, like, any of the dog food stuff. Like, I could do, like, cashiering and stuff, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do any of those because I can't even hold my phone in this hand. It was my left one, I think, which obviously is weaker because my right one is, like, my dominant hand. And she was like, okay, just give me one moment. I was like, oh, she put me on hold. That's not a good sign. She comes back. I'm like, my mom's standing next to me, right? I'm in the kitchen. And I'm like holding my phone so fucking anxious. Like, I'm about to cry on the spot. And she comes back and she's like, okay, so we're actually gonna let you go. And I was like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean you're gonna let me go? And she's like, yeah, just to be clear, I am firing you. I was like, oh. Okay. I mean, brownie points for honesty, I guess. Is this even? Actually, I think this is the most even I've ever done my eyeliner. And that's saying a lot because it's not really even. As she's firing me, she's like, yeah, I was giving you less and less hours because I didn't think you were a right match. I fucking hate, it's my biggest pet peeve when a job hires you and then says, you weren't really a good match. Why the fuck did you hire me then? Because they say, yeah, I had some concerns and I didn't think you were a good match from the start, but I gave you a chance anyways. As a manager, you're supposed to pick people who you think are a good match.
That's like common sense, I fear.
My nose is so runny right now. I fucking hate doing my makeup. Just kidding. It's just because of these fucking new piercings. Yeah. So that was crazy. My mom was like, don't worry about it. She was a bitch anyways. But I fucking cried because that was my like first real job, in my opinion. As I was working there, my favorite coworker put in her 2 weeks notice. And the way the manager tried to guilt trip her, she was like, you are like my best worker, like we love having you here. And she's like, that's nice, that's cute, babe. I don't love being here. I didn't really mind working there. I like doing the little tasks, like going around, like especially during recovery. I just didn't like how much she kept us there, because now that I'm at my new job, they are like, hey, yeah, we're actually supposed to be here like 9:30, but I try and get out as soon as possible because I fucking hate being here. Like, I love this job, but I fucking hate being here. And I'm like, you're so real for that. I love my coworkers. They're so fun. And I love my manager. She's actually awesome this time and not a raging cunt hole. Like, bro, I'm almost done with my makeup, so I'll show you the finished product, do a little fit check and everything. I love the difference of when I put eyeliner under my eye and then when I don't. Like, I just like how it looks with it under my eye, like against that waterline. Sorry, I just had to come in and say that. At my new job, there is one coworker that I especially like don't really like working with, but it's not like he's mean or anything. It's just because he's kind of weird. He just gives me like bad vibes. He kind of gives me like Discord moderator vibes for a number of reasons. I'm not just trying to say that he looks weird or something. Number one, he like does stuff on the like computer thing like this. He goes, like, it's just a little funky. And then number two, he's like 40 or 30, somewhere around there, and his like 80-year-old mom drives him to and from work. My mom drives me to and from work, but I'm 18. So, number three, he also like hands me my like receipt when I'm done at the end of the day, to like this, like he, in between his two fingers, like just give it to me. And number four, I feel like he just like, when I started working there, he didn't really like train me that well. He just kind of like told me what to do. Or not what to do. He just told me like to do something. And I was like, sir, it's my second day. What do you want from me? My manager does kind of scare me sometimes, but that's just because I'm anxious. And one of my other coworkers has like a cowboy hat. I don't know why, but she does. I thought I was going to have problems working there because when I was calling to see if like my application went through, one of the coworkers like hung up on me a couple times. I was like, oh, okay, so a coworker's not gonna like me, but she's chill. Everyone there is pretty chill. It's not really like crazy there. It's not really like if I mess up on something, everyone's just like, oh, I'll just fix it. The only problem I do have is I feel like I'm bothering all my coworkers because they're like supervisors, and if there's something that's like reduced, or if I have like, I don't know how to do something, I have to call them over and have them stop what they're doing, and I'm like, sorry, still kind of new. I've been working there for like a couple weeks now. I think like 3 or 4, somewhere around there. Actually 4 or 5. I've been working there quite a bit. Ugh. Release the hair. I don't know if I'm gonna do any hairstyles today. Sometimes I like just keeping my hair down, but it gets in my way sometimes, and I'm scared of it getting caught on my nose. But hopefully that doesn't happen. Let me know if you guys want more Get Ready With Me's. I'm probably gonna do more, but let me know if you guys actually like this. I might do another one. Might do a drama one. I don't know. I'm still kind of debating on that. I do have a lot of crazy drama from high school. Oh, and I might also do a take a hit after every makeup step video, but I'm not gonna do that before work because I'll be blasted. So yeah. Like and subscribe, chat. I need to have an outro. That's gonna be my outro. Like and subscribe right now, or Skibbity Toilet's gonna be at the edge of your bed tonight. He's gonna be singing that song nonstop. Skibbity Toilet, skibbity toilet. Okay, bye.